Next stop on the NRSL Advocare Truck Series brings us to Richmond International Raceway for the triple header here at Richmond, Virginia, as we are here today for running in the Mobil 1 200, as we get set for some Truck Series action here for 40 laps around this racetrack. So let's get the starting line for today's running at this event. On the pole for this Mobil 1 200 is Levi McIntyre and number 99 Exide Batteries Ford, and he'll be alongside number 18. It is the Pennzoil Chevrolet of Chris Dodd. He's on the outside. Row 2 has Seth Cole, truck number 52, the AC Delco Chevrolet. Beside him will be number 2, the TMAC certified Ford. It's Daytona winner Zach Flickinger. He's on the outside. Row 3 has Kyle Lynch, number 75, the Spears Manufacturing Chevrolet, and Cole Deaver, the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. They make up the third row. Row 4 has Matt Haas, number 20, the MB&A Chevrolet. Beside him will be the number 98 Ray Bessis Brakes Ford of Matt McIntyre. He's on the outside. Row number 5 has number 17, Jonathan Zorlin, the GMAC Chevrolet. Beside him will be the number 38 Channel Lock Pliers Ford of Phil Parker. He's on the outside. Next row down, car number 43, the Dodge Dealers Dodge. It is Joshua Collar, driving for Richard Petty Motorsports in this event. Beside him will be number 09. It is John Arndt at the wheel of the Zaxby's Chicken Ford. Then it's Johnny Gardner, number 22 Miller Ford. He's the winner of this season at Martinsville. Beside him will be Kev Shear, number 24, the Quaker State Chevrolet. Next row down, Kat Tellier, the winner at Rockingham in the Granger Ford, number 50. Beside her will be the 06 Ultra Wheels Ford of Paul Minnick. Next row down has the Mopar trucks, the teammates for the Mopar team. Nathan Hudson will be in number 30, and Chelsea Bolton 29. Next row down has Kyle Matthews, number 5, the DuPont Chevrolet. Beside him will be Benjamin Miles, number 23, the Toyota certified Toyota Tundra, the only Toyota in the field. Jesse Turner is the inside of the next row down, the 83 Mission Uniforms and Linen Services Chevrolet. Beside him will be number 44, the Federated Auto Parts Ford. It's Quentin Moore. Next row down, truck number 25, the Budweiser Chevrolet. It's William Brock, and beside him in the Super 8 Motels Ford, number 94, it's J.R. Tellier. Next row down, numbers 86, the RC Cola Dodge. It's Alex Gray, and flanking him on the outside will be J.T. Bryant, number 21, the Ortho Lawn and Garden Ford. Next row down has number 8, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. It's Ryan George, and beside him will be the 87 Bellsop Ability Chevrolet. It's Dougie Shears. Next row down has number 7, the Exide Barris Ford. It's Joshua Sakuli, who won at Texas this season. And Keith Batson will be flanking him in the Napa United Ford, number 28. Next row down has the Milwaukee Ford, number 14, of Andrew Davis. Beside him will be the Kingsford Charcoal Dodge, number 59, of Zachary Fitzwater. Next row down has Charles Sanford, number 16, the Papa John Chevrolet. Flanking him on the outside will be Joshua Osborne, number 15, the Line-X Truck Liners Ford. Next row down has Jessica Shelton, the number 4 Team ASC certified Ford. She'll be flanked by the number 60 Cat Rental Store Chevrolet of Michael Turner. And starting in the very last row, Jordan Anderson, number 6, the Total Ford, or Total Chevrolet, excuse me. And he'll be alongside the number 1 Sears Die Hard Chevrolet of Dylan Young on the outside. And that's your starting grid for the race here today at Richmond. Let's get the race going here for 40 laps of action. Here comes the command to fire the engines here at Richmond.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Commands begin to fire the engines as we set for racing here today as 38 trucks fire up to life. And Levi McIntyre will lead them all down.
How quick the commitment line comes up on you into turn 2 there.
And we're looking at the R coming out of turn 2 right now. As you hear the radio chatter, Ford and Chevrolet is the front row here for this event. This will be a triple header here at Richmond. We have the Trucks, Melly Yellow Series, and then the Cup Series on this racetrack for Mobil 1 Racing Weekend here at Richmond, Virginia. As the field comes out, corner number 4, being controlled by Levi McIntyre, the number 99 Exide Bears Ford, Chris Dodd and the Pensol Chevy alongside. And we are racing at Richmond. We're underway. Green flag is out. Levi McIntyre gets the jump in. Oh, problems already in turn number 2. Something went wrong something the matter with Quentin Moore's truck. And it's Joshua Collard and Phil Parker that's crashed in number 43 and the 38. Well, that didn't take long. The yellow flag has flown for the first time already on the first lap. Richmond has been known to be a wreck fest, and in turn 2 is usually Calamity Corner on this track. So with 39 laps to go, the yellow flag flies for the first time. As Phil Parker spun again coming out of turn 2. We'll check on that in a minute. So look as to what happened coming out of the second turn. Parker looked to me like he and McIntyre got together, and so did Johnny Gardner. And Kyle Matthews went to the inside lane, but he saved his truck. So Parker and Collard get back going again, but now watch Phil Parker in 38, the Channel Lock Pliers Ford, as he goes into turn 3. Something must have gone awry with his truck again coming out of the fourth corner. I think I must have a crashed truck here too. Yep, and he slams into the already crashed truck of Ryan George, and we'll check and see what happened to Ryan George in the 8 truck. And see what happened to him. Oh, and he got into a shoving. Let's see. I think he got a hit from Dougie Shears in the 87, I think. Yep, Shears just hooks him coming out of turn number 4. And that's talking about going to a dead stop here. JT Bryant hits him. Jessica Shelton did a great job saving her truck. Dylan Young, Matt McIntyre, Jordan Anderson spins. Let's look at it again here. Yeah, Shears hooks up Ryan George and he spins him. Shelton got loose and she saves her truck, and about that time JT Bryant hits Ryan George. Then Matt McIntyre and Dylan Young saves their truck. Joshua Osborne did a great job going to the outside and missing that wreck. But upside down goes the number 8 Goodwrench Chevrolet, and he crashed. And actually, I went back to real time action before Joshua Collard, Phil Parker came up and hit the 8 truck and knocked Phil right out of the race. I think. Nope, Phil Parker's still going actually in 35th position, but he's a lap down. So is Dougie Shears and Quentin Moore. Ryan George is out of the race, and he will likely finish in 38th position. So, as before, the race didn't take long, and for the yellow flag flew for the first time, Levi McIntyre, and look at that, it's the two of the veterans out in front, Levi McIntyre 99, Seth Cullen 52. They are 1 and 2 at the moment. Third is Kyle Lynch, fourth is Chris Dodd, fifth is Matt Haas, sixth position is Jonathan Zorlin, seventh is Zach Flickinger, Cole Bieber, one of our in-track cameras today, by the way, in 8th position. 9th is John Arndt, and 10th position is Kat Tellier. So the pace truck will take off at quarter number 4 here, the Ford pace truck that we'll be using all season long. Green flag waves, we are back underway. Let's try this again here at Richmond. Restart on lap number 7. Seth Cole going to the inside, trying for the lead. As they come out, as they go into third turn here, Cohen 52, McIntyre 99. And Seth Cole dips down. He'll take the lead. Number 52, the AC Delco Chevrolet, goes to the lead. But Kyle Lynch closing in at number 75. And now Lynch goes to the inside. He wants to take the lead coming out of the second corner. Now there's side-by-side pair of blue and white trucks going in it. And with a little splash of red there in the case of Seth Cole's truck. And now Kyle Lynch, he'll take the lead, number 75. And I think we're back under yellow again. Yes, we are. And I think it's Phil Parker and Dougie Shears again at 38 and 87. Let's look at it again here. The caution flag coming out on the ninth lap of the race there, and I see Dougie Shears got turned. Yeah, here he gets turned, and then Cole Deaver in the 3 saves it. Wow. Well, Deaver saved this truck, but meanwhile, Phil Parker did get turned in 38. And he spins for the second time here today. And then Quentin Moore in 44 got turned as well. We'll see how those two incidents unfolded. We'll do those first, and then we'll get a better look on what happened to Dougie Shears. Yeah, Moore goes to the inside lane. He gets hit by the 29 of Chelsea Bowles. And then since both Moore and Phil Parker turned around. And then Dougie Shears gives Quentin Moore a bit of a tap in the back end. So Quentin Moore's able to continue. Not much damage to the number 44 truck. And I think, Phil Parker's truck is already damaged up, as you saw there. Now let's get a better view of what happened to Dougie Shears in the 87 truck. They come out of corner number 4, and yet he got turned by the 3 of Cole Deaver. And then I think the 06 of Paul Minnick may have gotten a piece of it too. And yeah, so Kyle Matthews got a piece of it in the 5. But damaged up in all, but a little bit of damage to, even though a little bit of damage to his truck, though, Cole Deaver did a masterful job saving the truck. And then to add insult to injury for Dougie Shears, he hits the truck of he hits the already spun truck of Quentin Moore. On board Cole Deaver's truck. Deaver was running in 15th position when it all happened. He's now currently running in 18th position in the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. And there, see, he's in 18th. Kyle Matthews, a little dent to the number 5 DuPont Chevrolet. And he got a new nickname courtesy of somebody, I'm not going to name who, in our community, but he got a nickname of Corny by somebody. I don't remember who nicknamed him that, but like I said, I'm not, even if I do know who it was, but I'm not gonna name who. But anyway, but because of course he runs the Kellogg's Cornflakes car in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, he got the nickname Corny by somebody. So that's Kyle Matthews' new nickname. He originally was Mr. Irrelevant, but which he's gotten really sick and tired of that name. Caution will lift on lap number 14 as we get set for green flag racing here. Kyle Lynch leads. Second is Seth Cole. Third, Levi McIntyre. Then Matt Haas runs fourth. And fifth position is Chris Dodd as the green flag will wave once again on lap number 14 from the second caution flag of the day. We're back underway. Zorlin is 6th. Kev Shear 7th. Nathan Hudson 8th. 9th is Zach Flickinger. And 10th is Jesse Turner. Seth Cole going to dive to the inside lane. Come out of corner number 4. And the yellow flag's flown again. And it's the 24 of Cab Shear that spun. Richmond's back to being a wreck fest, isn't it? It's a darn shame for Cab Shear because he was in the top 10 when this happened in car number 24 or truck number 24. He was about to get the bump to the 17 of Jonathan Zorlin. And Jesse Turner in 83 got turned by Chelsea Bowles. And then Shear gets turned by the 2 of Zach Flickinger. Oh my! And Shear's truck into the wall. It's a retaining wall in the corner out of corner number 4. And that part does have a safer barrier in it. So, and then, Jesse Turner just about came back and gave Shear another hit, which would have been another hit for Turner anyway because he got turned. No pun intended. So the second caution of the day, flying on the third caution of the day, I should say, flying on the 15th lap of this race. As we get set for green flag, it'll be on lap number 20. We'll be halfway home in the truck race here at Richmond. Leader of the race is Kyle Lynch, then Seth Cole, Levi McIntyre, Matt Haas, Chris Dodd, Jonathan Zorlin is 6th. 7th is Nathan Hudson, John Arndt, Zach Flickinger, and Benjamin Miles is the top 10 in the green flag race. We're back underway. Let's try this again. Levi McIntyre caught behind the lap truck of Quentin Moore here as he and Seth Cole now go toe to toe for position. And Quentin Moore just about got turned in number 44. And we're under caution again. And it's Zach Flickinger in number 2. That is the 4th caution to fly here. And we're just 20 laps into the event. And it's Zach Flickinger and Benjamin Miles. They were battling for the position in the top 10 as they were 3 wide with Chelsea Bowles. Flickinger comes down, taps the 23 of Miles, and oh my gosh, Benjamin Miles got a wall ride and Flickinger. Oh no, that is really the scariest crash you'll have right there. Type of crash you'll have. Flip over onto your roof and sliding on your roof, I might add as well, about a few hundred feet down track. Not only will it scratch the roof all to pieces, but it will actually possibly could even cave it in, as you might have seen right there on the 2 truck. And I think something happened on the 5 of Kyle Matthews as well, because I thought I saw him spin. Let's look at it again. He must have. Now you see it's Flickinger and Miles crash, and Matthews just missing the pit engines. And there's another spin right there. Jordan Anderson and Andrew Davis got together. Oh, and Dylan Young rear ends the back of Kyle Matthews' truck, and then Cab Shear hits Dylan Young. I didn't see that happen. And it came out turn number 4. There's where Miles and Flickinger crashed, and then Joshua Sakuli spins actually in the 7, and then Matthews Davis gets all into it, and then there's where Dylan Young got the hit from Matthews and Shearer, and Joshua Collard I think might have got a scratch as well in the 43. So this has been a caution-filled slugfest here at Richmond so far, as we're now 23 laps into the event, and the pace truck is still going. So let's see if we can finally get a green flag run here. We're actually going to be down to 13 laps to go, and all these laps have been wasted on yellow flags. But it is Kyle Lynch the leader. Second is Seth Cole, then Levi McIntyre third, Chris Dodd, then Jonathan Zorlin in the top 5. The green flag waits. Let's go back. Let's try this again. I've been saying that after every restart, and so far nobody's been listening. And this is what Lynch needs right there is for lap trucks to kind of go side by side with the leaders. Seth Cole's trapped on the outside lane, as while Chris Dodd will go into second position. The 18 trucks there. Chris Dodd apparently got a good restart here for himself in the Pensole truck. Seth Cole still on the outside lane. He and Levi McIntyre. And here comes Jonathan Zorlin in 17, Nathan Hudson, Matt Haas. And Seth Cole spins at number 52! Seth Cole, who was running in 4th position, gets turned, coming out of turn number 2. And the yellow flies for the 5th time today. And Andrew Davis sitting in the middle of the track in the 14 truck. Something apparently had gone wrong with his truck as well. How many more trucks are we going to have left in this race here? Oh my goodness. But got to feel for Seth Cole though, because he had a top 5 run going on until this happened. He was battling with the 99 of Levi McIntyre as he had all the race long, and then Levi finally gives Seth a bump, and then Cat Tellier delivers the knockout punch to Seth Cole, and then Cole Deaver gets in on the crash in the 3 truck. So that's a few crashes he's missed here today, but this one he didn't. And then Johnny Gardner gets into Seth Cole's truck and turns him around. So that caution flag happening on lap number 29 of this event. Let's ride with Cole Deaver on this one here. Cole was running in 11th position when this happened. And Cole Deaver has made a pit stop, and now he's minus Hood on his number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. And that was good timing. The green flag will wave once again. On lap number 34, we will have 7 laps to go. Let's see if we hope we can get all 7 of them under green, because we have not had any green flag racing here today. And 3 wide racing for second. This may be another yellow flag here, possibly. Zorlin dives inside of Chris Dodd. Dodd goes to the high side here and loses a few positions. And now it's Matt Haas going to second position. Third spot is now Zorlin. And meanwhile, Matt Haas trying to get around. He's trying to get a draft off that 75 truck of Kyle Lynch as we look at the copter view. Best battle on the track right now is for that third position. Now we got a battle for fourth happening here as Levi McIntyre goes inside of Cat Tellier for position. And now Tellier loses a spot to Chris Dodd. That's McIntyre. He runs in fifth position. Off the second turn they come, and now, 3 wide right there. John Arndt going inside of Jessica Shelton for position is now Cat Tellier. Shelton gets loose! And saves it. Shelton was running in the top 10, and then that little ordeal there of almost getting turned around, that's cost her a few positions as Charles Sanford goes around her for position. And meantime, battle for the lead. Jonathan Zorlin for the lead. He's got it in the turn number 1. Meantime, Matt Haas begins to roll to the inside lane. The white wait a minute, stand by. Haas goes inside, and he'll take the lead in turn number 3. Now can Kyle Lynch come back? The white flag waves. 1 more lap to go. Here comes Kyle Lynch to the inside. Lynch in the 75. Haas in the 20. Lynch takes the lead back. Now, what's Zorlin going to do? In the 17, he's going to go side by side with Matt Haas. And that's going to be all she wrote. And after that little scare of almost losing the win, he gains it back. And Kyle Lynch wins at Richmond. Kyle Lynch appeared to have lost that race there with about 2 or 3 laps to go, with Zorlin going by, with Matt Haas going by, and then Lynch gained it all right back on the final lap and wins the race in number 75 after dominating the day. And he's done it today in the Spears Manufacturing Chevrolet, holding off Jonathan Zorlin. Nathan Hudson got around for third position, a great day for him. Fourth was Matt Haas. Fifth was Levi McIntyre. John Arndt comes home 6th. 7th was Chris Dodd. Jesse Turner was 8th. 9th was Joshua Osborne. We haven't talked about him at all today. And neither have we talked about Charles Sanford, and he ends up finishing in 10th position. So a great day for those drivers. Average speed 64.67 miles an hour. Those yellow flags killed this whole thing. But so rest of the finishing order here. William Brock comes home in 11th. Cat Tellier dropped to 12th. 13th was Chelsea Bowles. Paul Minnick 14th. Jessica Shelton dropped to 15th in the final order. She was in the top 10 late in the going. Michael Turner finishes in the 16th position. Alex Gray 17th. Jordan Anderson 18th. Zachary Fitzwater was 19th position. And Keith Batson ends up in 20th spot. Joshua Sakuli was 11th, or 21st, excuse me. Seth Cole recovered and finished in 22nd position, but poor Seth Cole, he had a top 5 run going on all day. And unfortunately for him, that spin hurt him late in the going, and that's what killed his momentum. And he comes in 22nd. Johnny Gardner, 23rd. 24th was Andrew Davis. 25th, Matt McIntyre. JT Bryant, 26th. Cole Deaver, his misfortune, dropped into 27th in the final order. Kev Shear, 28th. 29th, Joshua Caldy was the last truck in the lead lap. Phil Parker was 30th, and Quentin Moore was 31st. Trucks out of the race. J.R. Tellier, Benjamin Miles, Kyle Matthews, Zach Flickinger, Dylan Young, Dougie Shears, and Ryan George was the last finishers of the race. But after a caution-filled demolition derby, Kyle Lynch takes home a thrilling finish here at Richmond International Raceway as it was a 3-truck battle for the win. And looked like, as I said, looked like he lost that race going into 2 laps to go. And Jonathan Zorlin went by, then Matt Haas went by Zorlin, then Lynch came back on the final lap, got them both, and won the race. That was a tremendous finish we had here at this racetrack. And I think, and hopefully, so the Melly Yellow car is really going to be a tough act to follow finish-wise, to be honest. So we'll see what happens there. So congratulations again to Kyle Lynch as he takes home the Mobil 1-200 at Richmond International Raceway. And so next up on the tour will be at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And for now, this is James Qualls, and we'll see you next time.